Ho ho ho, what do we have here? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This will be my first ever YouTube video posted on my channel and my first ever unboxing and watch review posted on my channel. Today we're gonna unbox and review my Addiesdive AD2030, but it comes with a little bit of surprise. The reason why I'm making this review of this watch because there is something new about this watch that I don't think anybody else posted on YouTube, and I'm gonna give you my honest and humble opinion about this watch. This is not a sponsored video, nor Aliexpress nor the sellers paid me to make this video. I paid this watch with my own money. I'm a consultant in the waste management business. Obviously, if you wanna watch a better review about this watch, other YouTubers already did it. They have better cameras, equipment, wrist shots, angle shots. They experiment with different straps, bracelet, and all of that. You already know the drill since you came to this watch. So without any further ado, let's see the watch that we have today. Let's take this off. It comes with this very nicely standard Addiesdive hard plastic box. It's very hard and nice for shipping. So this is the watch. You already know you got this Fugazi warranty card, the manual, you already know this, and your bracelet adjustment tools. So with that out of the way in the box, let's see what's the biggest difference and surprise about this watch. And the biggest surprise about this Addiesdive AD2030, as you can see, there is no text and no logo on this dial. Thank God they removed that old dodgy logo. That was an old diver's logo that didn't fit this style of watch at all, didn't fit the aesthetics of this watch. Why? Because first of all, this is a dressy type of watch. This is a watch you want to take on a night out, in a club, on a pub. We are very nicely dressed and stuff like that. So that was my biggest issue that I had with this watch before buying it. I wanted to buy this watch like maybe 2 years ago, something like that. I don't really remember. As I talk, I'm gonna try to remove this hard plastic, but it's not very easy to remove. So you can see the dial even better on this style of watch. There you go. So the plastic is off. So another big surprise for me that other YouTubers or watch reviews didn't mention about this watch. As you can see on the case back, on the clasp, and on the crown, there is no Addiesdive old dodgy logo, and that's a big massive bonus for me on this style of watch. Another thing I want to mention on this watch, from now on I'm only gonna buy texture dial watches with that have this type of 3D effect to them. Why? Because when they make texture dial watches like this one, the main focus, the main goal, the star of the show is the dial. So the dial must be as much as visible as possible. So every other component that's made around this watch has to complement the dial on this watch. This is why the old logo and the text were taking too much space on a very small case diameter of almost 37 millimeters. It was a big turnoff for me. So you can see the texture dial on the watches is like the sun. Everything else goes around the sun. Everything revolves around the sun. So you can see texture dials watches like that. This is why I like texture dial watches, because they have amazing attention to detail. So I don't know even from where to start. Like, one thing to pinpoint that other YouTubers didn't mention. I will zoom in a bit. I don't know how much you can see it, but I've never seen at this price point watches with raised minute markings. Like, this is crazy. I don't know how good you can see the raised minute markers, but they are very visible, very noticeable. On this price point, this is absolutely a bargain, absolutely a steal. I mean, Addiesdive are definitely budget kings on Aliexpress. They have few models, especially in the quartz area. They have like 4 or 5 models that go under 50 euros, that have the whole game on lock. Definitely budget kings. This is why I love and respect Addiesdive as a brand, because they listen to their fans and learn from their past mistakes. As you can see on their new watch, Addiesdive AD2060, they ditched the old logo with the spear harpoons, whatever happened there. So they put only like a text written Addiesdive. Another thing I didn't mention about texture dials, as you can see with my socket, they almost never put like Roman or Arabic numerals on texture dials. Why? Because like I said before, Arabic or Roman numerals will take too much attention from the dial. It it will defeat the whole purpose of having a texture dial. I already had to make two big compromises with this watch before I was buying it, apart from the logo. First of all, it has a 19 millimeter bracelet that tapers down to 16 millimeters, and I don't know, hard to say, but many people don't like it 19 millimeters because it's kind of hard to find 19 millimeters bracelet. Usually people go with 18, 20, or 22 millimeters, but uh, I already bought a Jubilee bracelet for this watch, 19 millimeters, so it's not a deal breaker that much for me. The other compromises that kind of didn't like at first was the mineral crystal. People got spoiled on Aliexpress because now for 50 euros you can get a watch with a sapphire crystal. So mineral crystal, especially dome crystal, will catch highly more scratches because it's not a flat crystal, and it's rated number 4 on the Mohs scale for scratch resistance. But for me, it's not anymore a deal breaker for me. Why? Because as you can see on texture dial watches, they always tend to put domed crystals. Why? Because as you can see, as I change the angles, the dial texture is changing. As you can see, the waves go from bright color to dark color, and all depends on the angles. The waves look different, and the dome crystal really helps the dial looks even more spectacular. As you can see, the applied indices are very nicely done, excuse me. Highly polished dolphin hands. I got to mention again the raised minute markings. I have never seen anything close at this price point, not from Aliexpress, not from any watch store in the world. Addiesdive are really killing it right now in the moment. Congrats to them. I really respect this brand. Um, Even though this is supposed to be my second Addiesdive watch purchase, the first one supposed to be Addiesdive AD2059, also with the same domes, but the watch never arrived in my country. I live in Europe on the Balkans, and I never got refunded, no appeal, everything rejected. The seller never sent me a refund or Aliexpress. Don't buy watches from Addiesdive main watch flagship store. I bought this watch. I will leave the link in descriptions from Addiesdive Fashion Watch store. So the seller was very polite. So that's it for this video. I didn't mean to be this long. Didn't want to be this long video. I wanted to keep it short and sweet, stuff that people didn't mention. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, or whatever you want to do. Don't really care. This is only strictly for the watch community. If I didn't mention anything, or Now I forget to mention that you can see there's a slight air coating. Yeah, you can see it right here. It didn't bother me at all. It looks kind of better on the blue texture dial, but it doesn't bother me at all on the brown. So very nicely done watch. Nothing else to say. Leave like, comment, and subscribe. Comment something I forget to mention, and that's it.